YouTube, what's poppin', baby? It's your boy Adam, back with another video. And let me tell you, man, I see way too many videos talking about, oh, I'm 26, life sucks, blah, blah, blah. Like, I can't work a 9 to 5. Look, bro, listen to me. I'm about to be 25 this year. And just like you, most likely, I work a pretty soul-crushing job. But you know what? Those type of jobs teach you the mentality that you need to have in order to really get forward in life and surpass the opposition, in order to catapult yourself onto the next level of where you want to be in life, right? If you got some type of passion, some type of dream, some type of aspiration to be something more than you are now, just hold on to it, man. Hold on to it. And when you're not at your job, put every ounce of energy you have into that vision, into that goal. Because eventually, every little step that you put, every little step of effort and dedication that you put into whatever it is you're passionate about will eventually compound and create something amazing for you. But you have to take the stepping stones that life gives you. You can't just, you can't just get lucky all the time. Sometimes you have to look at the cards you've been dealt, understand how they work, and then use them in your favor. Because a lot of people today, especially with, the economy being bad, prices so high and wages low, they look at the cards they've been dealt and they give up. They fold. They fold the cards and they just say, well, this will be my life. This will be my life. I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm just going to give in to the societal pressure, and that's going to be it. But you could be different. It's all about how you use this most vital instrument up here, and how you plan your days, and how you plan to elevate yourself to the next position. It doesn't have to be doom and gloom, bro. You can have the most positive outlook on life. But if you allow the noise from the outside to put a damper on that fire, you'll become like all the rest. You need to stay positive. You need to have clear and unwavering visions that you can chase after, step after step after step, no matter what it is. As long as you're taking care of that passion, even if you just give it a little bit every week, eventually it will come to manifest and give you the life that you've been searching for. But you cannot fall into the propaganda that life is bad. You cannot fall into the propaganda of your current surroundings. You simply have to have tunnel vision on what you want and put everything you have, when the time allows it, into that one thing. So basically, stop being a bitch. Obviously, that was an ignorant statement. You know what I mean? Life is hard. But still, if you take that mentality into whatever you're doing, don't be a bitch, there's no way you can't succeed. Oh, man, I don't really want to go to work today. But then you remember your purpose. But then you remember why you started that job in the first place. And the bitch leaves your fucking soul, and you're ready to go and smash the day. Oh, fuck, man, I don't want to go to the gym. And then you remember the purpose of why you started, the vision that you originally had. You remember that. And what do? The bitch leaves your fucking soul, and you're ready to go once again. Oh, man, fuck, man, I really don't want to fucking work on my passion today. I just want to be off and enjoy myself and have a great little day. And then you wake up tomorrow and realize that day was wasted. And don't get it twisted. I'm not saying to not enjoy your life, not enjoy your free time, but understand that every single moment of free time that you give to something that isn't returning value to you, that's another day wasted. It's like you took a gold nugget that you just found and you threw it into the toilet and flushed it down. But you also have to find some type of balance. Like, you must have tunnel vision, but you must have a balance as well so you don't burn yourself out. Because once you get into that burnt out mind state, then the noise is easier to seep in. The most important thing for you to have as a man today is discipline. Which obviously, you're going to hear that a lot. But we live in a world that is based on fulfilling pleasures quickly instead of purpose. We live in a very comfortable world. So it's a lot easier to fall into the kind of noise and sheep mentality and just, oh man, when I get home, I'm going to smash 4 Coronas instead of tracking my calories and working on that ripped physique that I want. It's very easy to do that today because the world is comfy, man. You can go on your phone, look for whatever fucking food you want, have it delivered to you. Or you can cook your own meal that you know is full of nutrients, that you know is going to fuel your body in a positive, clean way. Or you can order some bullshit where you're going to feel greasy and disgusting the next day. You need to avoid the path of least resistance. You need to find the path with all the fucking rocks and all the fucking spikes and the magma pit, and you need to take that path every day. Because if you take the path with nothing there, it's nice and clear, there's little birds and squirrels, you know where that path leads? That path leads to nothing. So you have one path that leads to paradise, right? That's a path that seems hard now, but when you get to the destination, it's the best thing you've ever seen. And then you have the path that leads to eternal hell. The path that seems clear, easy now, but when you get there, there's nothing. It's barren. It's barren land where you go to die, and so do your dreams. You need to stop letting other people that are not at your level influence, or the level you want to be, influence your decisions and thought making. There are people in your life that will try to pull you back into where they're at because they see that you're on an upward trajectory and they want to put a stop to that as fast as possible. So these people, you need to develop the ability to vet these people and cut them out of your life as quickly as possible. Or else you'll end up falling back into the doom and gloom mindset. Because you were easily persuaded by somebody that's taking the path of least resistance. Doom and gloom is real. You can end up in the spot where all the people that are sad and miserable are at, but only if you allow yourself to be pulled into that place. No matter how hard life gets, you need to stay on a positive trajectory. Once you understand that, it is so easy to cut out the noise, cut out the nonsense, and focus on your unrelenting vision. Because every single day you drop a little bit of effort into the bucket of discipline, into the bucket of your passion, into the bucket of your dreams, the more and more it builds up until it overflows. But every time you take the easy path, you take from that bucket of your dreams. You take from that bucket of the success you could have in life. You take it out of there and you drop it into the bucket of despair. You drop it into the bucket of falling into the noise and becoming a background fucking individual. I don't know about you, but I feel like my life was curated in order to be remembered. And that's not to sound conceited or self-absorbed, but one day you're going to wake up and you're going to feel that feeling too, if you don't already, that your life was meant to be remembered. Your life was curated as well in order to give to people, in order to give value, in order to change somebody else's perspective on the world. Not all of us are destined to become Alexander the fucking Great. That's not what I'm saying. But if you can have even 1/10 of that impact on the world, 1/10 of that value provided to others, you will be remembered by more people. It's not about being friendly and being everybody's friend. It's about taking somebody that's fallen into the pit of despair and hoisting them out. And quite simply, as a man, that's the greatest thing you could do. Is like, it doesn't matter if it's a random person, but your children as well. If you have children or you have one in the future or you have a couple, you can be one of the greatest factors into how they become somebody that can do the same thing, that can hoist people out of the pits of despair, even in a hard time like this. You have the ability to do so. You just sit and contemplate and listen to the noise that shuts you down. Don't fall into that pit. Because once you do, the rope's been cut. It's very difficult to pull yourself out. But if you block out the noise, you focus on the vision that you promised to yourself years ago, months ago, days ago, it doesn't matter, and you stay steadfast in your conviction, there's nothing stopping you. So stop listening to the fucking sad little fucks and elevate to greatness. That's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed it, learned something from it, or you simply want to, go ahead, like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. And other than that, it's been your boy. Peace.